I highly recommend a meal prep when you're in a diet. It helps you stay on track, you're less likely to cheat, and you don't have to worry about your meals during the week. What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. It is Monday, March 26, 2018. What I've got for you guys today is I'm going to be doing a meal prep, and normally I meal prep on Sundays, and that's what I really recommend because normally on Sundays you don't have a whole lot going on, and the week starts and you get busy. But I was busy this weekend. I'm in the process of moving, and I didn't meal prep yesterday, so I'm meal prepping tonight. It's Monday night, so it's gonna give me food through Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I really recommend doing it on Sundays if you can. Do as I say, not as I do. My last video you guys saw was going over how to cut in my cut. I showed you guys this board, kind of went over the main points of cutting, and over my next couple of videos, really what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of dive into each of these categories deeper and kind of include those in my videos instead of it just being so broad. But this is going to be a meal prep video. So this is just what I'm having for the week. This is my week 5 of my cut. So I'm going to be having 200 grams of protein, 185 carbs, 50 fats. If you guys have been following along, you know that that's no change from last week. I'm going to bump up my cardio a little bit, but I'll go over that in my next vlog. This, I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. So here's what I got. I've got chicken breast, the 96.4 ground beef, some eggs. I like these drinks, oatmeal, strawberries, Greek yogurt, the Uncle Ben's rice, broccoli and asparagus, bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados. So my supplements. So here is what I'm going to be cooking today for the next 3 days. Let me show you guys what my day is going to be like for the next 3 days in MyFitnessPal. Okay, so here's my plan. There's my CLA and fish oil, so accounted for those in there. So my pre-workout in the morning, first thing I eat, I'm going to have one of these Oikos 000. I've got 2 vanilla, 2 strawberries, and I'm going to cut up 126 grams of bananas, put some of that in the yogurt, and eat the rest. So it's going to be my pre-workout snack. Breakfast is going to be 50 grams of oatmeal with a scoop of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch protein in there, 200 grams of strawberries, 3 whole eggs, and 2 servings of egg whites. My lunch is going to be 1 cup of broccoli, 150 grams of sweet potatoes, 68 grams of avocado, and 8.6 ounces of grilled chicken breast. And then to finish off the day, my dinner is going to be 8 ounces of 96.4 ground beef, 100 grams of asparagus, and 1 serving or 133 grams of the basmati rice. So that's the next 3 days for me. That's what I'm going to show you guys that I'm cooking right now. I don't always cook the same way, so I'm going to show you guys different ways as I go through this cut. I don't always cook chicken on the stove. Sometimes I bake it, sometimes I grill it. Same with everything I'm cooking. There's different ways to prepare your food. But I'm just going to show you guys what I'm doing tonight for the next couple of days. This is where we're going to start. I am going to start with the sweet potatoes because those are going to take about 40 to 50 minutes in the oven. So I'm going to heat up the oven to 425 degrees, and I'm going to poke some holes in these to let them breathe a little bit, wash them off, and then get these in the oven, and then I'll show you guys where I go from there. And I'm going to put this stuff, breakfast stuff, back in the fridge so it doesn't go bad. So I will check in with you once I get the sweet potatoes in the oven. Alright guys, we got the oven heated at 425. Got the potatoes poked and ready to go in. So Gonna throw those in. And these will probably take a good 40 to 50 minutes, like I said. So next I'm going to get this open and get one of these going, the Uncle Ben's basmati rices. I've shown you guys these plenty of times before. Super convenient, 90 seconds, they're ready to go. So get that going. And next I'm gonna start working on the chicken and the beef. So let me show you what I do with that. And yes, I just washed my hands before I did this, in case any of you are worried about that. So let me show you what I do with the chicken here. These tenders, just because they cook faster, they're easier for me when I'm cooking on the stove. So I like those over the breast when I'm cooking on the stove. Alright, like I've told you guys before, you can still eat chicken, you can eat these foods, and it doesn't always have to be boring. You can find fun, well, not fun, but like good tasting seasonings and condiments. So today I'm going with, I always put on Himalayan pink sea salt. This is a lot higher in minerals than just regular salt, so a lot of bodybuilders and fitness people use this. Regular pepper, garlic salt, I like this. Miss Dash makes really good seasonings, and they're sodium free, so this one is extra spicy, and this one is the Fiesta Lime, which is pretty good too. And I'm not putting these all on the same chicken, like I'm putting some of the Fiesta Lime on some of it, some of the extra spicy on some of it. So I'm going to season these up, and I'm going to start heating up the pans here. And this is pretty important. Don't cook with olive oil or like any kind of oil that's high in fat, because that's going to add to your fat really quickly. Use a 0-calorie spray like this one, and it's not going to add any calories to your food, and it gets the job done the same way. So get a 0-calorie spray. Don't cook it in butter, don't cook it in oil. Get that. So I'm going to season up this chicken and get that going. This seasoning's calorie free, so I mean, go ahead and use as much as you want of it. It tastes pretty good. So I'm going to lay it down with the seasoning down. And what I've been taught and what I've learned and through research and just through people telling me is that really with your chicken, you only want to flip it once. So let it, I'll show you guys when I flip it, but let it go for a while. Flip it, and then hopefully it's done. You don't want to cook your chicken too long and make it dry, but you definitely don't want to undercook it. So you'll get used to it. I remember when I first started cooking, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I undercooked my chicken once, and it made me super sick. I didn't have chicken for a while, but watch how I do it. Make sure it's fully cooked. Don't overcook it, and chicken doesn't have to be that bad. So we're gonna get another Uncle Ben's in here, and then we'll get onto the beef. Alright, got the potatoes in the oven still, rice is done. Got the chicken on the stove here, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do my vegetables for today. So I got the asparagus and broccoli, and a lot of different ways to cook it. Today I'm just going to cook it on the stove. So I take a little skillet thing like this, fill it up with a little bit of water, maybe like halfway. You know, I'm not a cooking expert. I do what works for me, the way I learned how to do it. So get that on the stove, and I'm gonna put that on high all the way. And I'm gonna start cutting up this asparagus, get the bottom stems off. You don't want that part, it's not good. So let me show you guys how to do that. This knife is awesome. It's Mike's. So then I got these. They're not gonna all fit in here. I'm gonna let that water get a little bit hotter first, but then you throw it in there and it'll do the job. So clean this. Alright guys, so you see how the first chicken I put on here, you can see there that you see the white, it's kind of getting white on the edges there. It's probably about time to flip these over, so I'm gonna flip them over now. And meal prep definitely isn't fun, guys, but if you prep out your food for 3 or 4 days in advance, you don't have to worry about any cooking for the rest of the week, for the most part, and you got everything prepared. If you're having a craving or you're just hungry, you don't feel like cooking, you're not going to cheat on your diet. You're less likely to cheat on your diet if you've already got your prepared meal in the fridge for you. You just got to pull it out, heat it up, and you're ready to go. So I definitely highly recommend meal prepping if you think you're someone that might have trouble with sticking to your diet. So looks like we've got this water pretty hot here, so we're going to grab some of our asparagus, throw it in here. This pan's really not big enough. I should have used the bigger one, but whatever. Gonna turn the heat down to probably about a 6. And I think I have a top. I do. I'm gonna put this top on. Let it go for a couple minutes. Alright guys, got asparagus going here. The chicken's still going. And then, if you guys didn't see before, I'm actually having avocados with my lunches. I've got 4 here, but there's only one that's really ripe, so I'm not going to cut them all tonight, actually. Normally I would, but avocados are tough for me. I don't know. So they usually go bad on me, or I just get them and they're not ready to go. But this one I can cut, so I'm going to cut this one, and I'll probably cut the rest tomorrow. Hopefully they're ready to go tomorrow. So alright, so you can even see with this avocado is not fully ripe. It's barely good enough to eat, but so I'm not going to cut the other ones. Back over here, the chicken, it looks about done. I'm going to pull one off here and let me show you guys. I mean, not too hard, but just want to cut into it a little bit. And I don't know if it's going to focus or not. Probably not. Alright, so you can see there's no redness or pink. It's still tender, so these are perfect. I'm going to get these off. Alright, so we still got the asparagus going, thing of chicken. We've got some room on the stove, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this ground beef on there. Once that's going, I'm going to start measuring out 1 serving of the rice for 3 of my lunches, and start moving the process along. So I'll show you guys once I get the meat going what I do next. Alright, you can see I got the 3 servings of rice, basmati rice for the dinners. I got the 1 serving of avocado for one of the lunches. The other ones are not ripe, so unfortunately I can't cut those right now, but I'll easily cut them tomorrow. About to take this asparagus off. It's been on for about 5 or 6 minutes. Gonna put it in there. Got the beef going now, so I'm gonna just kind of take this spatula here and kind of cut it up a little bit into smaller pieces. And I cook my meat, my chicken and my beef on a medium heat, like 5 or 6. You don't want to cook it too hot. So I'm just going to do that. Still waiting on the potatoes. Like I said, the potatoes take about 40 minutes to bake in the oven. That's why I did those first. But we're moving along pretty well here. I think we started about 9:45, maybe 9:40. It's 10:10 right now, so not bad. Gonna fill it right back up. And get that back on the stove. And get the rest of this in there. Get that heat up. And get that going. So, looks like this chicken is ready to be flipped. Got that going, got the beef going. Potatoes still going, so, and we still got to do the broccoli. Next, the same way that we're doing the asparagus. And once you guys kind of get used to this, you'll learn to multitask and do a lot of these things all at the same time like I'm doing right now. And you'll see that you can get a lot of it done in about an hour or less, and then you're good for 3 or 4 days. So gonna let some of this cook, and I'll check back in with you guys to show you what I do next. Alright, it's 10:30 at night. We start at 9:45. We have our dinners for the next 3 days ready, and we have our lunches except for the sweet potatoes. So we're about to pull those out and see if those are ready or not yet. Alright, they're not quite ready, but I'm going to cut slits into them, maybe to speed it up a little bit. They're close. They're almost done. Not quite. Alright guys, just pulled these out again. They've been in for 50 minutes. You can poke into them. They're soft, so they're ready to go. Gonna let them cool a little bit, cut them up, get them into my lunch Tupperware, and then I'll show you guys everything when I'm done with that. Alright guys, all done. It is 10:39. So we did that in about 54 minutes, which really isn't too bad. So here we got our lunch here, just the broccoli, sweet potato, and chicken, and then avocado with the one. We're gonna have to cut up these avocados tomorrow when they're ripe. That doesn't take too long. We've got our dinners, the ground beef, the basmati rice, and the asparagus. So dinner's all taken care of. Breakfast in the morning is gonna be our eggs and egg whites, strawberries, TC Nutrition Whey Protein, and the oatmeal. And then the pre-workout snack is going to be one of these, vanilla or strawberry, with 126 grams of banana, which is basically a full banana for the most part. These are big bananas. So, and then we got our CLAs and fish oils, our pre-workout, just one of these Power Zeros, Monster Zeros. So, as you can see, next 3 days are taken care of for our food. Did that in less than an hour. You can see we got a little bit of cleaning up to do, but really not too bad. So if you found that helpful, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope that was informative. I'm going to keep doing these, show you guys different ways I cook food, the different kinds of meals that I prep. But I highly recommend a meal prep when you're in a diet. It helps you stay on track. You're less likely to cheat, and you don't have to worry about your meals during the week. You have it all prepared. I would cook on Sunday and then maybe Wednesday night. That's what I do. But except for tonight, obviously it's Monday, but typically I'll cook for 3 days on Sunday night, and then I'll cook on Wednesday. So thanks for watching this video. I've got my meals ready until Friday, which is nice. So definitely recommend doing that. Next video, I don't know what I got coming for the rest of the week. Probably a workout, maybe a full day of eating. Gonna be going over what's on that board like I told you guys at the beginning of the video. So definitely more to come. Definitely gonna do more of these. Show you guys different ways to prepare your food. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.